Somebody would ask me, Mr. President, they wouldn't be this bold, but it was basically, how can I be president?
You don't win a Nobel Prize by telling yourself that you want to win a Nobel Prize.
I'm always focused on the long game. I think these days, a lot of people want Insta results.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time. Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel is created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you too. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Barack Obama. Also, if you want to have more self-love, check out my 254 series. They're free. The link to join are in the description below.
Maybe someone in your family has lost their job and there's not enough money to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe or have friends who are pressuring you to do things you know aren't right. I used to have these sessions at the end of the White House internship cycle where you'd get about 200 White House interns. Typically they'd interned in various offices for about 6 months. And I would come in at the end of their internship with a group session, and they'd ask questions. And these were all, high-achieving type A, gotten straight A's, They did not act like I acted at their age. They were, So invariably, somebody would ask me, Mr. President, they wouldn't be this bold, but it was basically, how can I be president? In the sense of they were asking, no, in a sincere way, they were asking, I'm inspired by the idea of public service. What path should I take? How should I think about it? And the thing I used to tell them, which was something an older friend of mine had told me back when I was still organizing. I remember him telling me, and I related to these young people, worry more about what you want to do rather than what you want to be. Part of the problem of politics is typically, whether it's Washington, D.C. or any other capital around the world, a lot of people got there because they had an idea in their head of, I want to be a congressman, or I want to be a member of parliament, or I want to be X, Y, Z. And first of all, you're playing the lottery a little bit because there's a limited number of those seats available. But the other thing is, when that's your focus, you may spend 10 years just trying to be something, and when you get there, it turns out that you have no idea what you want to do with it.
You don't win a Nobel Prize by telling yourself that you want to win a Nobel Prize. You win a Nobel Prize by having a mission so big that it forces you to become somebody new. A stronger, more bold, more resilient version of you. If you make success your goal, you will most likely miss it because you have the wrong outcome in mind. Make impact your goal. Make your mission your goal, and you'll end up having more success than you ever thought possible. I look at my YouTube channel as an example, and the next goal would be to have 10 million subscribers, right? I got my 100,000 plaque, I got 3 of them there, I got my million plaque. The next goal is 10 million. And it's nothing wrong with having goals, but the problem is if I made 10 million the thing, like all I'm doing is chasing down 10 million subscribers, it forces you to do short-term decisions that end up not serving you. Right? If I wanted to just blow up my channel, the best way to do it isn't actually to spread positive content. Negativity spreads much faster than positivity. If I made a top 10 video on why this person sucked, or an Entspresso about how this person's an idiot, or people fighting, People can't help but see that. That's why people stop to see the car accident on the highway, right? We don't reward the good drivers. You want to see the chaos. You want to see what caused the flame. There's a fight on a street corner. You stop to see what's going on, right? We're attracted to the negativity more than the positivity. That's a faster way to blow up my channel. The problem is, I wouldn't feel good about it. I don't want to spread negativity. I don't want to spread conflict and chaos. I don't want to spread pessimism. I don't want to spread despair. I don't want to spread ego. I don't want to spread negativity. I don't want to do that. And so it would lead to me flaming out before I ever hit the goal. That's the problem. You can have this goal. This is what most people do. You have some goal. Here's my goal. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to that goal. The problem is you won't do whatever it takes because it's going to get too hard. You can only do things for so long that you don't love before you quit and give up. And so there's nothing wrong with having a goal, but more important than the goal is the mission. I want to solve the world's biggest problem. It's something that's never going to happen. Never. In my lifetime, it's never going to happen. I want people to believe in themselves more. It's never going to hit that ultimate goal where everybody is Michael Jordan at something. It will never happen. And I wake up every day trying to do that. And so if you make a goal tied to some outcome, like getting 10 million subscribers on YouTube, it's going to force you down a path that likely won't serve you. So you lead with the mission, you lead with the impact, and success will follow. Now, how do you do it? I'm going to give you a 3-step process that I think will help. Step number 1 is understand that your purpose comes from your pain. So the goal isn't the thing, the mission, the impact is the thing. Great, so what's your mission? Well, your mission comes from your pain. Your purpose comes from your pain. The thing that you struggled the most with in life is the thing that you want to help other people with for life. There are so many people who currently are what you used to be. Think about who you used to be, whether it's a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. When were you at the lowest of lows? The lowest of lows. You felt worthless, hopeless. There was no path forward. You didn't know what to do. You were lost. Maybe you turned to the dark side of life for a little bit. That person, there's a lot of people who currently are that person. You can help them. You must help them. You want to help them. That's your purpose. That's your mission for the rest of your life. So people struggle with figuring out what's my purpose. That's it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You want to help people who currently are who you used to be. And every time you step up and you keep learning, you keep growing, you reach back and you help people learn and grow a little bit more as well. Your purpose comes from your pain. That's your mission for life. Step number 2 is have your big why and little why. Your big why is your big mission, the why, what you're doing, right? Your purpose from your pain, what you're trying to do. I wake up every day and I'm trying to conquer this impossible thing. That's your big why. And sometimes that's motivating, inspiring, it gets you out of bed, you want to go do it. It gets you feeling amazing. But sometimes it feels too big. Sometimes it feels impossible. Sometimes you question yourself, like, who are you to go off and do this crazy big thing? That's where the little why comes into place. The little why is you saying, well, I may not be able to do this big thing, but I can help one person. And it's thinking back to one person that you helped, one YouTube comment that came in, one client who took your advice, one person who you met on the street and you helped, or somebody who showed up to your event, or a client, customer who called in and you helped them. You helped them. You helped them. You've helped somebody. And even though you may feel like helping a billion people is way too impossible, you know you can help somebody. And so on the days when you need that little bit extra motivation, on the days when you feel too small, you remember your little why. That you can still get up and you can help one person and another person and another person. And so when the days when the big why is enough, amazing. And when it's not enough, you turn to the little why. You have the big why and the little why. Those combined help give you the motivation to get going every single day. And then step 3 is have daily momentum. The biggest thing for most people that's missing is momentum. You're a genius. You have great ideas. You could do amazing things. I believe in you. I see it across all the people that I've met off the tour I did last year, the tour I'm doing next year. You have amazing genius level talent. The problem for so many entrepreneurs is they start and they stop and they start and they stop. They don't see results and so they quit. That starting and stopping is the thing that prevents you from winning. It's the daily consistent grind. Every single day doing something to move your mission forward. That's important. My channel has won even though I'm less talented than a lot of people who have passed because I did a video every day. And it's been, it was 3 videos a day and now we're doing 6 videos a day across YouTube, across different channels. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just being willing to get up and every day do it, right? Just if you're trying to lose weight, if you diet once a week, if you eat healthy once a week, if you exercise once a week, you're not going to get results. Why do you think you're going to get results in your business? It's the same thing. It's consistency. It's the every single day follow through. And it's hard to anticipate what you can do in a day, But if you keep looking back, if you did something every day for the next 6 months, you look back, you'll see how far you came. Like, I can't believe I came that far. It was only 6 months ago. That's wild. That's crazy. Because every single day you did work. The only thing you're missing is momentum. Now I have a special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I wanna know, what is one little why that you can celebrate for yourself? I want you to pat yourself on the back, put it in the comments down below. What's a little why, somebody that you helped recently that made you feel amazing? Put it in the comments. And if you made it this far and you're still watching, I wanna celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comments as well.
I'm always focused on the long game. I think these days, a lot of people want Insta results. They want to be Instagram famous. They want to have like $1 billion business overnight. And if you're just starting out, you've never run a business, you've never created content, you've never sold, marketed, built a team, done any of these things before, to expect instant results, it's immature. It's unrealistic. You're never going to get there. And some of the people I admire most in the world, no matter what their craft is, dude, they're in it for the long game. They're not sitting around going like, why can't I get higher conversions by tomorrow? It's like, that's not how this works, man. And if you're looking for that type of result, it's just like, I'm not interested in hanging with those kind of people. I think we get better over time. I think you have to really be patient. I think people have to understand, especially when it comes to any so-called like glamorous type career, or people, maybe things that people perceive are glamorous, whether it's something like what you and I do, an athlete, an entertainer. Do you know what 90% of the work is? Grunt work. That's what it is. It's unglamorous. Sometimes people are like, I want to see what you do more. I'm like, you want to see what I do more? I'm sitting with a messy bun in my sweatpants, sometimes not showering for 3 goddamn days because I'm hammering shit out. That's what I do. I love it. But if you're not willing to put in that kind of work, you're not going to get the outcomes on the other side.
If you want to know how Sarah Blakely manifests her ideas, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.